Just starting up the left-hand side. It's actually turning over straight for the trees.
Well, it is. It nearly took out one of the fans as it bounced out. That was a kindly bounce. I wonder if she knows that.
Urgent Choi to halve the deficit. They have a good run.
Absolutely stunning drive. This is going to be a long way down there, given that it's not back into the wind today. A much different equation on this hole when you can get up closer, have a shorter shot in.
Look at the galleries, all wanting to follow this final group.
And that dynamic will be interesting because no Australians in Urgent Choi's group. Good save back there. So you'd think the locals would either be with Hannah Green or hearing about Catherine Kirk or Minji Lee. It's interesting. This is the second last group, Urgent Choi, So Young Yu, and there's not many people around them at all.
No, flying under the radar, cruising around the back nine very confidently and quietly. So all eyes on this final two ball as they take on the back nine.
Sun Young Yu tidies up. Must be a surreal experience for Urgent Choi, hearing the roars from other parts of the course, and yep, the galleries have dispersed elsewhere.
But she will just be focused one shot at a time. Tunnel vision for Urgent Choi. Chance for Minji Lee to get to 8 under.
Remains 2 under for the day and 5 back. Still plenty of holes for it, particularly in the good scoring conditions.
Confident look on her face, and that's a big drive from Urgent Choi. 268 off the tee she has averaged this week. Doesn't look like there's much off her. Generates an awful lot of power and club head speed.
All the skill required here from GA. And she shows us yet again she's got every trick in the book.
What she would do to play holes 7 and 8 once more. 3 drop shots put pay to her charge.
Just looking at the back nine of Jin Young Ko, our leader through the previous 3 days. She had a magnificent Thursday. 4 under 31, but then 1 over on Friday and even yesterday. So the last couple of days, she's essentially been fighting the course and winning a pretty even bout there. But it was Thursday she ripped through the back nine. Always a bit different going down the back nine on payday.
Mound is left of the hole. See the mound, the back of the green? Yeah. That's the centre.
Not even flirting with this whole location. And it's been in the same spot or within 3 paces of itself every single day on that front right section. Wind, interestingly enough, has just switched around a little, so if anything, helping at the moment. 160 metres to the pin, not happy with that strike at all, came straight left off the club face, so maybe something under the ball.
Able to toss this up high, get a bit of spin and attack the pin. Oh, she's done just that, Hannah Green.
She's beating 10 for the week. Birdied it on Friday, parred on Thursday and Saturday. So again, an opportunity to Take some skin out of Kooyonga at 10.
It's there for the taking, 10 today. Not much club required to get close.
Bold, so bold, but what a result.
I think she's enjoying herself.
Well, she had to go for it. She's running out of holes, but 17 has been chewing them up and spitting them out all week. Oh.
So tough with that front right-hand hole location. Anything slightly right will slip down into the water, but she went straight at it, zeroing in on the target and was duly rewarded. Hard to wipe the smile off Catherine Kirk's face. Well played, her.
Looked a little concerningly at her divot. Results okay. Don't think the contact was as required, but result still looks pretty good. Dropped one at 16, gets it back with amazing courage of shot making and that approach. That was, yep, getting to the end of the week. Let's just throw some cards out on the table type of golf, and it's come up trumps there.
Her family's with her this week, and so is her husband Tom, and she's treating them to a masterclass of golf.
You mentioned Kate, 10 there for the taking. Hurjin Choi. On 11, in fact, having on the previous hole parred at 10, and now this is 10 in the bunker.
Ball well below Jin Yun's feet, and it's just on the border between the cleanly, I guess, scraped, if you will, bunker face and the raked bunker edge down on the bottom, the flat surface. Relatively straightforward bunker shot, but she was 0 from 3 sand saves coming into today.
Will certainly get her attention. It's a 6-footer, and that is, as Dean Hurd and her caddy said at the beginning of the round, her weakness when there's a chink in the armour.
They've only been chinks to this point, haven't they? Plenty of holes left for Hannah Green and Minjee Lee. Not the case for Catherine Kirk, but some of these have got to start to go down. On cue, she closes the gap to 4. Very steely look in the face of the 21-year-old West Australian as well. She thinks it's not done and dusted.
Not at all. Never, ever, ever give up. What a tremendous opportunity it is for her. The final group in her National Open. First full year as an LPGA rookie. And has played well. Geez, this is an important putt now for Ko. 0 out of 3 playing the 10th hole, but it's the first sand save for Jin Yun Ko. Breathes a sigh of relief as well. The gap at the top remains 2.
You can sense the tension.
It's palpable.
Sun Young Yu even today. And needs that back to stay at such 0.6 under for the tournament. And just hasn't really got it going. Minji Lee, well, she's got plenty of holes left if she can get on a run. 5 back from the lead. Well, that's not a good sign, though.
It's on the dance floor, but it's not close enough for Lee. She knows what is at stake. She'll be very aware. Being 5 back, got to hit it closer. Need to put some birdies on the card. Time running out.
To halve the gap yet again. Not to be for her Jin Choi at 11. The last group.
Drive from Hannah Green, straight down the middle, very well struck, nice ball flight.
And up to the green. Sun Young takes care of business to remain at -6. Well, Alison, Australians are used to lads having a good time. I'm wondering what the rest of the world thinks of the green team.
They're certainly entertaining, you know, and you have to wonder, you know, if Hannah can just kind of enjoy it without getting too involved in it. There's a much better swing for Jin Young. Slightly down that left-hand side, but much better than the previous hole.
Well, Ali, first time Ali's going to have to shout to be heard on course. Golf's equivalent to the Barmy Army in cricket, maybe. Long range birdie putt for Marina Alex. She bombs it. Woo. Wow, she's holed some good putts this week, shrugging her shoulders in disbelief. Take it though, and that's a lovely round she's carding. 7 under, 2 to play.
Well poised for a top 10.
Another one, starting the season where she left off, her best season last year. She's getting her groove on.
Just looking very solid, as you'd expect. World number 11. Former world number 1 now, who's just 1 notch higher in the world rankings this week, Lydia Ko. And with 2 holes to play, 4 under for the tournament, 8 from the lead. There's the champion from Royal Melbourne a few years ago. Of gorgeous drives from our penultimate group, and it includes the dominant pursuer in her Jin Choi. Let's bring you up to date with the last hour of action. Charlie Hull on 12.
Good putt from Charlie Hull, but a player where all the clubs have been on fire today. Catherine Kirk out in a dazzling 32, 5 under. A string of pars from then, but this monster putt on 15. Been one of the toughest par 3s all week, not for Kirk.
Her Jin Choi went out in a 4 under 33. Thanks to shots like this. Missed the eagle putt, but went on to take birdie there and moved to 10 under.
The Green team have been cheering Hannah Green every step of the way, and this was a superb iron shot blind approach to the green, very difficult to get just right. But the 21-year-old from Perth hitting it brilliantly, and a good birdie to get Handa on track.
And speaking of on track, the 9th was a very important hole for our leader, having birdied 1 and 2. She gave those back at 3 and 7. And with this short range approach on 9, it set up her first birdie since the 2nd hole to ensure she got out in a 1 under 36. And even in the eyes telling us there, she needed it.
The final round queen, as she is known, Jie Shin, got off to the start we were all hoping for. Birdie, birdie, but a bogey, double bogey on the front line. Made up for it with this hole out. And that was on the 14th hole. She notes she needs most probably a round of 64 to get close, but running out of holes.
As is Catherine Kirk. She's at the moment set for the hottest round of the day, and 17 with this blind approach, the water threatening, the tree threatening, but no mistakes for Catherine there. Another birdie on her stunning day. 7 of them in all, just the one hiccup at 16, and she is 8 under for the tournament.
Wind just behind a little bit, 122 to the pin, probably playing about 125. Caught this a little heavy, pulled it a little left, but that'll be fine there.
Back left pin. Sun Yanyu needs to fly it in over the right side of that left-hand bunker. A little bit of draw up the hill. On line, just a fraction more.
Just under 100 metres, and this is on a great line if it's the club.
Oh, it's the club, all right. Almost expecting a bit of spin there, but it stops pretty much dead.
And that's a good chance for Green. She's 4 behind, but a strong showing here in the final round of the Australian Open. It's just the start she wants in 2018. Going about it the right way, and so is her Jin Choi. Wow, she is so good, this player. It's just freaky how good these teenage golfers are at such a young age. You don't see it in the men's game, where you've got players coming ready to play on the biggest stage.
Last hole for Catherine Kirk. It's been a glorious Sunday for her. Again, looking for a glory shot into 18. Oh, well, not as great as 17, but still, it's a really good shot. Applause for Catherine Kirk as she's about to stride to the 72nd green, the hot round of the day. She's got a long birdie putt to see if she can drain it for a 7 under day to get her to 9 under for the tournament, but our last group is playing 11. Another opportunity slides by for our leader.
Still a 2-shot gap, and she's not doing much wrong. She's 1 under par. She's throwing down the challenge, the gauntlet to the contenders. Catch me if you can. And I think she's still got plenty more in reserve.
This would boost the local cause.
Pretty flat, little left to right.
The green team roars, and Handa is still in it. 3 back.
She's whipping them up into a frenzy on the back 9. What a terrific start. Birdie, birdie.
Well, she's had a wonderful day to this point, Catherine Kirk. She'll need players to seriously fall over to win the tournament, but what a Sunday. Can she finish with another long birdie putt? A super Sunday for Catherine Kirk. She'll come up short, we think. But a 7 under 65.
Be one of the best rounds of her career. Three-time winner on the LPGA Tour. And it will be hard to take the smile off her face. Just the finish she was after.
Jane Crafter is back in with us as Sun Young Yu tries to get something going.
What a sensational round of golf for Queenslander Catherine Kirk. Had a great year last year, back in the winner's circle again. I don't know if it's going to be enough, as you said, Quentin, but what a great feeling.
72-73 on Thursday and Friday. 69-65 in the weekend for her.
Yeah, weekend warrior.
Well, just sort of going along quietly, Sun Young Yu needs something to take off quickly.
I just bumped into one of Hannah's coaches in the crowd, Ryan Lumsden. She works with Richie Smith as well out of WA. That one perfectly straight down the middle, but just said they were trying to work on her arm action a little bit. She has a tendency to go under plane and then lift it back up onto plane on the backswing. Just when we thought we weren't going to get any more rain. Yep. Just out to the right for Jin Yun, but that'll be a nice little angle into that back left hole location. It's got a big workout, that back left section of this green this week.
Interesting, Ali. Players are always tinkering with their swings, aren't they? Trying to get that extra advantage. A couple of good coaches that Hannah Green has.
To halve the deficit.
It's a very severely sloped green, this one on 12. There's not much flat area to it, and Trevor Hurden's just decided to keep the hole just in that back left area. It's the flattest.
Every day.
Exactly. Well, we saw Christy Kerr play a great shot from back here over the back of 14. Oh, you just can't afford to be over the back of these greens. You leave yourself some very, very difficult up and downs.
Her intention, I believe, was to try and take the sting out of it a little bit more, but just carried it too far.
Remains 2 behind. Does Hurjin Choi. 4 under for the day. So she's making more birdies than the leader. Mind you, most are that are on the last page of the leaderboard, but that was the case yesterday for Jin Young Ko. Only for her to find a couple of late blows. You can see Alison Whittaker striding in the mist. Not quite mist, but it's sprinkling.
It's actually raining, yeah. Not sure sprinkle's the word, but still, it's okay out here. The wind's not getting up that much. It just means that the ball might fly at, say, 3-4 metres less. But I was just having a little sticky beak, actually, at Jin Yun's golf ball, because she has positive stamped on it and a couple of love hearts. So interesting little reinforcement there, perhaps, for Jin Yun when she looks down at her golf ball.
Well, and Hannah Green has ripped a drive down the left centre, and that is an advantage. This club, you can hit into this elevated green, the better. But the angle is really a good one for Jin Young Ko here, Ali.
It is pretty much ideal. Having said that, even if you go down the left-hand side and almost hug the left edge of the rough, you do actually hit straight back up that section of the green, and you don't have to come over the other 2 sections as well. So advantages either way, really.
Yeah, I think if I were to prefer which golf ball. I think I'd love to be as close as possible to this green, have as short a club in.
Now the tee shot was into. The second shot, not so much into. More of a cross than into. Love the 6. Red umbrella is your target. And your breeze is right to left, I can see it now. Great club, you can swing through that.
.146 metres, playing 149, maybe even 152 at the moment, just because of those dense conditions in the air. 6 iron in hand for Jin Young. Just losing a little to the right, but it'll be fine out there.
Very nice.
Holes remaining, but putts need to go down for Minjee Lee.
Well, good positive stroke there. Nice holding speed.
4 from the lead. She's got 5 to play. Needs to finish with a flourish.
.15 metres closer for Hannah. Wind just dropping a little bit. A nice low ball flight. It is turning over left.
Get down.
Tricky, slippery from back there, Jane.
Indeed.
You've played it 100 times as a junior, as an amateur, a professional.
And yes, very speedy little chip upcoming here for Hannah Green. I couldn't agree more. That's so young. This is for a par to maintain her position at 6 under.
2 under for the day.
Yeah,
So Yeon-Yu.
Not really able to get much going. Had a bit of an iffy day on Friday. Started out nicely and then over par on Friday put her behind the 8 ball.
She looks in such good form.
Well, it's a really solid, fundamentally sound golf swing.
Look at the run out on that. Wonderful.
These young Koreans are so strong. They love their golf. They start out, you know, with amateurs at the Jump Tour, then they go to the next level, which is called the Dream Tour, and then if they garner enough points, then they graduate to the KLPGA. And so it truly is a tremendous system that they've developed over there. Access to the youngsters have great access to driving ranges.
And that's the driving ranges where they've honed their technical skills.
Absolutely.
A lot of the players, when they first start at the age of 4 or 5 years old, won't play golf on a golf course for a couple of years.
Exactly.
They will just beat balls on the driving range.
You can see the rain getting heavier. The car's gone. It was claimed yesterday.
Still a hole-in-one would be handy.
Always.
Oh, back right hole location today. A little unlucky it didn't bounce further forward. A lot of undulations in this green.
Good shot from Sun Yeon-Yu. Interesting, Michael Clayton wrote a very interesting piece about the Koreans this week, and it's on a Golf Australia website, but talking about being so technically sound. Do they have the flair, the Seve-like shots, to be able to produce the magic when they need to, and the imagination?
Seve might be handy here. With Hannah Green in this tricky proposition.
Might just have to take the putter back just a little bit higher due to that fringe, that second cut. Go left to right in the beginning, straighten out a little.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, kept a lot of weight on her left side, so she could indeed pick that club up. Well done.
Been absolutely fabulous, and she's good at posting a low number, Catherine. Had a 63 en route to winning the Thornbury Creek LPGA Classic last year. She knows how to go low, but so does this player, Jin Young Ko. And it's a timid approach to that putt on 12, but she has the lead by 2.
Over this lady, who's looking to halve it. Jane, in your knowledge of the course, the leader is at -12. Catherine Kirk is 9 under. What would you tell her in regards keeping warm or having a putt, or is it relax with family and friends?
Well, I wouldn't go having a beer, put it that way.
We're in wine country
No,
here.
exactly. Well, we have some pretty good beer too. No, I would stick around. You've got some difficult holes coming up for the leader. 13, 14, 15 are not easy. Then, of course, you've got 17, which is played as the second most difficult hole. She's going to need some help, put it that way.
Stays in the lead by a couple of strokes, does Jin Young Ko with a par on 12. And it's a different kind of Sunday. We're so used to heat and wind. It's a little softer, much more still. And a green takes her par as well. So she remains 3 from the lead. 9 under is the settling score for Catherine Kirk. Hannah Green needs to improve, in her eyes, to try and chase down the leader. Area Jatanagarn.
A little putt from right to left. We make great contact there. She's always fun to watch, though. Nice little 69, and up at 6 under for Area Jatanagarn from Thailand.
Big week for her next week. That's where the tour caravan rolls into Pattaya at Siam Country Club.
And you'll be headed up there as well. Cover it for the LPGA Tour.
Yes, with our factor 50, because it's a hot week next week. And then on to Singapore for the HSBC Women's Champions.
What a week in the life of Emma Talley. She's got a sore shoulder. She doesn't get into the next 2 events because there's shorter fields and guaranteed prize money. Going home to move out of her apartment. But what a way to finish a great experience here in Australia. 3 under today. A great way to bounce back for Emma Talley after that 4 over 76 yesterday. And Jackson on the bag, one of the local young stars, has had a great week as well. Jin Young Ko continues to lead. 2 shots is the margin to her, Jin Choi, but Catherine Kirk, well, don't go have a drink just yet. It's the call from Jane Crafter. Hannah Green and Minjee Lee can still improve, though. They're still out there.